Hello, what I've got here is Splinter Cell Chaos Theory running with a first-person mod. Um, it's really just a simple mod that incorporates a few minor changes to one of the ini files in the program folder. Um, this was inspired by and actually really was the work of a modder that goes by Solid Snake on YouTube. He was working on a first-person mod for the original Splinter Cell, and was kind enough to share his settings with me. And I've taken them and applied them to Chaos Theory, and I have tweaked a few things. Some of the values needed to be tweaked so that Sam wouldn't poke through while standing up. Now, I don't have it perfect, so you can see him there a little bit. That could probably be tweaked a little further. It's not much of a problem for me. I spend most of this game crouching anyway. Another thing I changed was the movement speed while having your weapon aimed. I just got it to match regular third-person movement. It works exactly like third-person movement does with the different speed controls. Now, one of the issues is that not all of the interactions can be possible in first person, so you do need to pop out to third person to do stuff like grab a character. Something
going on.
Some objects in the environment will be interactable in first person, while others are not. Also, with the movement speed, I think one of the things the devs did was with you moving slower with your weapon drawn, it meant you could aim a little better. Now it's a little bit harder to get a great shot off unless you're using this with the foregrip. But it's not. I haven't found that to be much of a problem. Plus, the challenge makes it a bit more challenging, which is fun. So you'll see here, you do get some of the options. Yeah, these are the same exact options. Now, in order to grab this guy, I'm going to have to pop out into third person. Again, not really a problem. So you'll see here, similarly, I cannot interact. Oh, yes I can. Interesting. Again, the movement speed is identical to how you move in third person, so you've got the different levels. So here's the fastest while crouching. When you're up, you can go about this fast. Using the mouse wheel, you can slow down a bit to a creep. You'll see this is how fast I'm moving. Sam has different speeds. Similarly, you want to get rid of a body. Can't do that from first person. You got to pop back out to third person. There are a lot of other things like hanging off of ledges and stuff like that. You're just going to want to be in third person. I actually was successful in modifying the other values to be able to have the entire game played in first person, but I ran into a lot of bugs, and Sam was constantly getting stuck in the environment. It became unplayable. Had to reload or save. So I wouldn't say it's really worth it, although there's certainly plenty there to be tweaked if you're interested. But yeah, it plays a bit more like a Deus Ex game, and I don't mean that in the sense that it has as many options, but just the way it feels to be sneaking around as a first-person stealth title. Let's see. So I'll just play for a few minutes just to kind of give you an idea of what it's like. I have not had any issues so far.
Certainly entitled to request protection at that level from the National Guard, I agree. But let's face it, the National Guard is a massive, cumbersome organization.
Sure, that's what we need, a
Hello.
presence.
On the contrary, the people want protection, they need protection, but they don't want to see protection. It frightens them. Having the National Guard on every corner will keep the peace, but at what cost?
They'll get over it, Julian. In the end, the thing they'll remember is that the National
I'll
Guard
include my settings and instructions
the
in
last
the
thing I need is another
notes for the
Coachella
video,
scandal.
and I'll also reference the mod that
Come on. I want to
inspired me, and of course that really made this all possible. I should also note I think I stumbled upon that while looking into playing Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain in first person. I played Ground Zeroes that way,
Fisher, that executive. He probably
and
has
felt
the daily access
it was
algorithm
perfect.
to the displaced central servers stored on his laptop.
Lambert gave me pretty strict non-lethal parameters.
If you stay close, you should be able to hack into his laptop wirelessly.
I'll give it a whirl.
I'm not sure what that did. What did that do?
Whoa.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called an electrochromic window. A small electric charge can change the opacity of microscopic crystals embedded in the glass.
Cool.
I'm thinking that your OCP should be able to toggle the state of the windows. I'm uploading the specification to your OPSAT.
Thanks, Will.
One thing I don't think I've mentioned is the mouse x-axis and y-axis. They're not entirely the same, which it's kind of annoying. This isn't really a bug, and I don't think this is anything to do with the mod. I think this is just the way the game was designed. I know Fallout 4 had the same issue that can be corrected. I would imagine that this could be corrected as well. I just have not figured out how to do it yet. So you'll see I had to pop out into third person to be able to boot the computer. Makes exploration a little bit harder, but you get used to it. That's great.
Sam, each of Displace's different divisions seem to have their own server farm. I put a program on your OPSAT that will build a little backdoor into their networks.
You want me to upload that to each division server?
I would appreciate it.
Since you asked so nice.
Another thing you might see from time to time is a little bit of stuttering when strafing and moving the camera. I think that has something to do with the character model. But I don't really know a way around it. It's not too much of a problem. I should also note I have done some other tweaks to some other files. I've got this running natively at 1440, 2560 by 1440. I have the FOV set to around 91 or 92, something like that. And yeah. The game just works really great in first person.
Let me just get these windows before we go.
What?
Aw, man, I love that. We have to
Oh,
get some of those at City Hall.
Email me and remind me. I'll set you up with a good deal.
Well, I think that about covers it. If you have any questions, let me know. And thanks for watching.